Hey, so I just finished recording the video, and you might notice it sounds a little bit different this week. That's because I had my mic here. I just forgot to click record on the microphone. So here's the audio of me realizing that my mic was not recording the whole time.
Oh no.
Yeah, so like at least the camera still has audio, so the video is still usable. It's just gonna sound different this week, that's all. So thanks for watching, guys. If you give a man a fish, you will feed him for a day. If you show someone your eBay sales for the month, then you're super cool and funny and handsome. So let's get into it. So I just want to show you guys my numbers real quick because I'm having a really good month so far. You can see today is the 19th, and I'm sitting at $6,762 in total sales. That includes like the taxes people are paying and the shipping cost and I guess they're not really paying fees. We're paying the fees. Net sales $4,500, but I'm so excited about this because if I keep up this pace, I will finish August with about $11,000 in total sales, which would be the highest I've ever done. I haven't hit 10,000 yet. I think I've come close to 9,000 once, but this is a really good month for me. And for it to come in August, I know this is about the time of year it usually picks up. Usually my September is when like I start having good months, and you know it just keeps going up through Q4. But this is a little bit earlier in the year for me, so I was really excited. I guess I just feel like I'm doing a good job. So I wanted to show you guys that real quick, and let's get into one of our top sales for the month. I'm not doing top 10 sales this time. I don't know how many I have, to be honest with you. But I'm just showing you guys all the stuff I think was pretty good. Everything that sold this week was for $40 or more. You can see I listed this shirt for $48. I accepted a best offer of $40. This is a brand called Imogen and Willie. Normally you will see like Salvage jeans from them. This is the first time I've ever seen a shirt from this brand. These only retail for like $68, so for it to sell for $40 is really good, and the sell-through was insane. Specifically for this heart shirt, when I listed this, there were 0 listed. I think this one's called the Heart Tee. Yeah. So for the Heart Tee, there were 0 listed. I think it was like 12 or 14 sold, and they were all going for like $40. So super good, super high demand. And I mean, I just thought this was a really cool shirt, so I can see why people want it. But yeah, if you see Imogen and Willie, you need to look it up no matter what. You're probably gonna pick it up unless it's priced up super high. So yeah, and this sold pretty fast too. Yeah, I listed it on August 12th. It sold on the 15th. So all right. I put this on the list. It did sell for $40, so it was a good sale. I really just wanted to talk about the brand because I'd never heard of it. It's called Coastal Crew. I think this was, yeah, it's one of those brands that does stuff from bamboo. So it feels really soft. It's pretty lightweight. Like other than that, it just looks pretty plain though. But I think if you felt it, you could tell it's a little different than just a normal hoodie. But yeah, nothing super stand out about it. Just try to remember the brand if you can. So, all right, this is an item that might fly under some radars. I looked this up because this logo here is for a soccer team called Juventus. Pretty popular. I don't know a lot about soccer. I don't know what league they play in or anything, but I do know that they used to have a very popular player on their team, Ronaldo. So if I see anything like Adidas with a team logo on it, I'm probably going to try to look it up. I think I paid $9 for this, and I paid $9 for it without any solid comps. There was no black 4th zips for Juventus and Adidas when I bought this. There's a couple white ones that, you know, it's been a while. I don't remember if they were sold or just listed, but I think the ones that were listed were around $50. So I bought this one, listed it for $50. Eventually it sells for $45 after it goes to my markdown sale. So I had this listed for what, about a little over 4 months. So not the fastest mover, but still a good sale. Alright, this was a super cool piece I picked up, obviously based on style. I mean, yeah, it's just a men's cardigan. You should be looking out for men's cardigans in general. And this one, I just thought it was pretty cool. It's got this little, I don't know if this is real leather or not. It's just got these little patches, some detailing on the front. Yeah, I really do like these, like the light browns. Really just, I feel like anything brown is a good color for men's stuff. Maybe not like suit jackets or like, I don't know, like not looking like an actual grandpa, but like streetwear stuff. Like if you're trying to find like a Y2K piece that's grungy, like brown would be a good color for that. Like a vintage Nike hoodie, brown would be a good color for a vintage Nike hoodie. So like the color palette, like the details on it, just a good item. Keep looking out for cardigans. I'm gonna keep buying them. And this did sell for the full $42 also. I'm forgetting to share my details. I did have this one for a little bit though. I think I listed it for $60 originally. Yeah, so had that for a while. Glad to see it go. Alright, something you should know about, just some Lululemon pants. I think these ones sold a little bit quick because they're a nice green color. I think they're decent size too. Yeah, 34 by 32. I think that's a pretty good size. They're in good condition. So I got these at a Plato's for like 20, 25 bucks. What was the offer? I think the offer was for 45. So really great offer. I'm accepting 45 on a $50 item all day. So this sold in about 2 weeks. Alright, this was an item I didn't think it was going to be good. I just made myself look it up anyways because it was FUBO. And like just the look of it, it looks pretty cool. So, but I thought I had looked up like FUBO jerseys in the past and I thought that they weren't good. I can't remember much about the sell-through rate. I do remember that the prices were all over the place. It seemed like the price was just dependent on what color you had. So I did see one like in this exact color that it sold for 50 bucks. So I listed mine for 45 and it sold pretty quick. I was really surprised. Yeah, it sold in a week. So I thought I was going to have this for a little bit longer than that. I thought I was going to have to accept an offer, but got the full price sale for 45 bucks. I was super happy with that. So it's these types of sales that have been keeping my average sales price up. I don't know if you saw it on the beginning, but my average sales price was like $45 or $47, so super good. All right, we got some YOR joggers. Love finding these. When did I get these? I think I've had these ones for a little bit. Yeah, I listed these back in June, so it's been about 2 months. The full price sale though, like I've been sending out tons of offers, but I got a bunch of full price sales on here today. So sold for the full 50 bucks. And these are super easy to look up. Just look inside, it's gonna have the style code on there. So even if you don't have like the long hang tag, or it would just be like on the back of the waistband. Even if that's not there, there's gonna be another tag on the side somewhere. So that's true for the shirts as well. Very minimal branding on this one. Did this have the square on the front? It did not. I don't remember like where I found these, so I can't tell you like how I knew they were YOR, but one thing you can look for is all their strings here, they're white and they have these like bluish gray little stripes running through them, if you can see that, these little diagonal stripes here. So that's something I look for. If I see like laces like that, I'll go check it out, see if it's YOR. But Members Mark does copy that, so you will find a lot of Members Mark thinking it's YOR, but you know, what are you gonna do though? They copy everything. So it's a good sale. More YOR. This one you can see it's got the square on it. So if I'm looking, I mean really anything, I'm gonna be looking at the side. A lot of the shirts will have a little like side tag there. So if I'm looking at the rack, I'm looking at the bottom right, seeing if I can see any of those tags before I start flipping through. YOR is probably my favorite brand to find right now. I got really lucky. I found this for $5 at a Goodwill. So it was one of the only things I found that day. I found like a good amount of stuff, but not a whole lot of great stuff. I think this was the best item I found all day. It was the very first thing I found. So full price sale, 50 bucks. The sell-through on this was super good. I think hoodies and joggers, I think, are the best FUBO items you can find. So listed on the 8th, sold on the 12th. I might have even turned, oh no, I did have it on. Sometimes when I find items that have super high sell-through that I know are high demand, I will just turn off best offer. But surprised that I didn't for this one, to be honest with you. So yeah, good sale there. They're all good sales, but I'm gonna keep saying that anyways. Alright, this is a brand I have a little love or hate with. I love it because usually when it sells it's for decent money. Hate it because usually when it sells it's to an old person, which opens you up to having more problems. So if you're looking at the shoe, let's start here. When I'm looking on the shoe shelf and I see like some sandals, I'm looking at this strap right here. This little thingy, that's their logo, Fin Comfort. So they'll all have that, at least as far as I've seen. Every Fin Comfort pair I found has had that on there. These ones were in really good condition. I only pick up Fin Comfort if it's in great condition and I can find what the model is. Now, one thing you do have to be careful of, because these did get returned once. So a lot of pairs, you can see the size here. It says D would be the width of the shoe, and then 6.5 is the size. A lot of the shoes will have like the European size, so it'll be like 39 or 40. These ones, they said 6.5. So I remember listing them as a 6.5. I don't remember if I specified whether that was UK or US. The buyer bought them thinking they were a size 6.5 US sizing, and it's not. That's the UK size there. So they got returned because obviously that's way bigger than like a US women's 6.5. So you just want to be careful. Make sure you know what size you actually have. Double check that, and then make sure it's clear in the title. So on to the next one. This was super cool. I got this at a Plato's for $15. Listed for $60, as you can see. Sold really fast. I took a best offer at $50 here. Yeah, sold the next day. I think I did get a little lucky on the timing because colleges are just starting back up this week. I think actually today. I know my brother just started classes today. So yeah, super good timing on these. I mean, this is just a cool jacket. You're probably going to know to look at this if you see this sitting on a rack. This is a pro player jacket specifically. They're not all great, to be honest. Like, I think they all look cool, but I've found a lot of them get priced up, and it hasn't always been worth it for me to pick them up when they do get priced up, but $15 is pretty fair. And University of Miami has a pretty good following, so we got a little back it on here too. So yeah, good sale. You probably know to look that up though. Let's see, now these you might not know to look up because they really don't look like much. They're pretty small, they're really thin, but these thin like minimalist shoes, they're pretty popular. So if you have New Balances, we just go inside here to the tag. So you'll have the width of the shoe, that's the D is the width, and then this model number here, that it's a model number. I was gonna say like these letters and numbers here are a model number. So all you have to do is look that up and it'll pull up this shoe. Shoe had a super good sell-through rate, good size. So I think they sold in a day. Yep, sold same day, overnight, for the full price of $50. So love that. I think I paid like $9 for those at Savers. This is a fun one, obviously an electronic. I actually went through my sales and I pulled out some of the electronics this week. So I know you're probably here more for clothes and shoes than anything, but these ones were really fun. So I just wanted to show you guys. Like, these were just sitting on the shelf and I thought they were super fun looking. So I looked them up. There's just a little model number down here on the foot. Yeah, you can see the model right there. So I just looked these up because they were funny, and they ended up being worth something. So, and this one like didn't even work really. One of the speakers, like there's something rattling around inside of it, and then this one is supposed to light up just like this one. But it wasn't fully functional. Still sold it for, I took an offer and they sold for $50. So, and they sold in just under a month. This was a good sale here. I took a best offer of $55 on this item. Sold pretty quick. Listed on the 7th, sold on the 12th, so less than a week there. Got it at a Plato's, it's $20. So I've heard, I didn't do the research myself to figure this out, but I've heard that dry vent is better than high vent if you're just looking at the sleeves of North Face. This one, let me go find the tag. Yeah, I think this is a newer tag, so it seemed like a pretty recent model. North Face is a little love-hate. So I looked up A7QEY here, and it pulled up the model name for me. I don't know why North Face, they make the model number like they don't make it very clear that the thing you're looking at is a model number. Sometimes it'll be like TN6F plus TN5F on the tag. It doesn't make any sense. So a lot of the times with North Face, when I find it, I'm just punching in a bunch of random numbers I'm seeing on the tag until something pulls up the model. So I got lucky on this one, pulled up the model pretty quick, and it was worth some money. So I think it's because it's a more recent model. Alright, we got some more shoes here that you might just walk past because they look really boring. These are Mistos. They retail for a lot. I think it's like over $200 for a lot of their pairs. This is what the inside looks like. You can see these are in great condition. I don't always pick up Misto. When I do, they have to be good condition. I can't be paying too much. And just like Fin Comfort, I will use Google Lens on them and try and figure out what the exact model is. This is the Callisto. If I don't know what the exact model is, I'm leaving them there because I found that without the actual model name, they just sit forever. These sold, I got an offer of $50, which it seems like a low offer, having these listed for $80. But like they were only listed for 17 days, so pretty aggressive offer. I accepted it anyways. Just like I put Mistos and Fin Comfort in the same grouping. If I'm getting an offer on those, I want to move them as soon as I can. So I was just happy to get them out fast and for a good profit. And I don't know if I mentioned on the first pair of Fin Comforts, it was a super aggressive offer. I think I had them listed for like $80 maybe, and I took an offer of like 45, I think it was. But I knew I was in the profit, so I just accepted the offer. This is a really good pair of pants here. Really good brand called Gustin. They do a lot of Salvage stuff. I believe this was a Salvage pair. Let me see if I show it. I don't, but they make good quality stuff. So if you see this label, you gotta look it up. You're probably gonna end up getting it. They're a little bit thicker than normal pants, I believe. Decent size. It's not a great size. That's probably why I had these for a little bit. Listed them on April 8th. They just sold on the 15th for, I think I got this full $54. You can see it went to my markdown sale though. But no regrets. I would buy those again for sure. Another pair of Fin Comforts here. I put these on the list as well because I wanted to show you the difference in the sizing. Like you can see, is that the only picture I have? It's upside down, but you can see this one has the European sizing. So I just wanted you guys to see that they have the different sizing on the soles there. In my opinion, the European sizing one is easier to list. And then I just went to Fin Comfort's website, used their conversion chart, and I found the US size from that. So I think these sold for 55. It's either 55 or $60. So glad to get those moving out pretty quick. More shoes. These are Blundstone Boots. I think they're made in Australia. It's like an Australian company. So pretty quality stuff. You can see they're in really good condition too. I got these when I went to Austin, Texas. I think I paid around $20. And the size here, the 7, I think that's, I don't know if it's Australian or UK sizing. I put AU7, so I guess it's Australian, but yeah, not a great size. I don't think I got the $90 on these. I think I took 55 or 60 on these as well, but I had them for a little bit. I listed them back in May, so this was just like, what day did this sell? The 14th. It's like in that time period, I was doing so many sales. I was just happy to keep stuff, you know, keep stuff selling. I wanted to keep it moving, keep pushing those numbers up, so I accepted the offer. This is a good item to look out for. If you see Birkenstock clogs, super good right now. Let me show you my pair real quick. This is the Birkenstock Boston. This is the model you want to be looking for. It's really basic. You can find these in an oiled leather or a suede, and both would be really good. You can see that this model is not exactly the same, obviously, but it's still a clog, so it retains some value just because of this trend that's going on with the Birkenstock Bostons. So, yeah, I'm on the trends like that. I got my own. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, these are in pretty good shape. I guess the only thing I would tell you about these, if you're buying pre-owned Birkenstocks, just make sure you check the cork around here in the heels, and then maybe like, I don't know, maybe like just check, I would just check all around, because sometimes the cork has a habit of like cracking and splitting, so just make sure that the soles are solid. And then, you know, a lot of times, usually what you'll see is the heels are super worn just from them dragging against the ground, but that's a lot more obvious than the cork damage. Let's see, listed these back in March. Ooh, I've had these for a little bit too. But they sold for this full $64, so I wouldn't say I regret that at all. These shoes, dude. I sold these, I think, 5 times, and someone finally paid for them. Thank goodness, dude. These sold for $80, I think, which honestly, that might have been the lowest of the 5 times I sold it, but I just wanted these going so bad, and I saw an offer come through that already had a pre-selected payment method. I accepted it so fast. I got these at Savers for like $17 a while ago. It says that this was listed in July, but that was after the 4th sale got canceled, so I've had these for a little bit longer than that. So I guess I should talk about these for a little bit. These are like indoor soccer shoes or futsal shoes. There's a little giveaway on the bottom, just like the traction system here. It's just meant for like a gym floor, I think. These did have like replacement insoles, so I had to put that in the description, let them know that the original insoles are not there, and then a little bit of wear, which, you know, that's going to happen with soccer shoes. Here's something you can learn from. If you see cleats or just any, like, I mean, these are soccer shoes, it'll usually be on like cleats, and soccer cleats, it'll be soccer cleats, football cleats will have this Flyknit ACC. That's all conditions control. This is usually just on like their more expensive models. So if I see that on a pair of cleats, I'm grabbing them instantly, definitely looking them up. So a lot of times it's worth good money. These were worth a little bit more than like a normal pair of these because they're designed to look like a popular shoe. That's what this, the Air Max or whatever, it's made to look like a pair of Air Maxes. This is the last pair of shoes. This is the second best sale of the last week. These are Adidas in collaboration with Raf Simons. So I sold these for $125, and they sold August 15th. They sold in like 15 minutes, maybe. Someone overseas, they're using a freight forwarder. They instantly were messaging me about these. I did go ahead, I went ahead and got these authenticated because there are fakes of these out there just because it's Raf Simons. So this shoe actually, it is a little bit popular. You know, high fashion boys want to get some Adidas Raf Simons. So I had to go through that, but that cost like $3, and you know, it took me like, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes to do it. So I think I paid 18 bucks for these. I found them at like a little consignment store near my house and sold the same day. So super happy with that. And they're a little beat up too. Like the materials are a little bit, yeah, you can see it's a little dirty. I didn't even take the time to clean like the bottoms out either. Like there's like gunk and rocks in there. So definitely be paying attention to the shoes. Like if you see Raf Simons on something, maybe check it out. It is a little bit dangerous territory, so just be careful, tread lightly. Best sale of the last week. This is another item I got when I was in Austin, Texas. I actually found 2 of these. I sold the first pair a while back. You see brand new with tags. Now, if you see this brand used, you can still pick it up and sell it for some good money. These are Salvage denim, as you can see here. Just super high quality brand. I think these retailed for like 289 bucks, something like that. High 200s, I believe. But I think, yeah, if you find this brand, check on the inside of the pocket. It had this tag here. This is the model name, Blue Ball. Really close to something else. So interesting choice of name here. But I think I accepted a $135 offer. And the funny thing is both pairs sold to people in Australia. So I guess this brand's popular over there. But they're probably not going to get returned then since they're going international. So that's nice. I paid 20 bucks, not 20, it was 28 bucks per pair. So that was super good. Austin, Texas was amazing for thrifting. If you're ever in that area, please make some time to go thrifting. There's so many stores. Me and my girlfriend went to 17 stores while we were there. I think we were there for like 3 or 4 days. So super good. I've also heard the bins there are really good. Appreciate you guys for watching. Hope you learned something. I was a little all over the place this episode. If you do me a favor and subscribe to the channel, I'm getting close to 200. I would appreciate that greatly. And I hope you have a wonderful week. I'll see you next week. Hopefully I have more good sales, just like I did this week. See ya.
See you, Lou.